Okay, students, this is the third video of our Academic Vocabulary Standards and Objectives video set for La Relación by Alvar Núñez Cabeza de Vaca. And in the background here, I have a graphic organizer that documents the route of exploration that Cabeza de Vaca took as he discovered the New World. However, one of the things that is not illustrated by this map here, as you can tell by the key here and the directions of the arrows of the routes that he took. What's not in this, what you cannot get from this map, is the experience of living this, this journey that he took. And it's only through reading the text of this time that Cabeza de Vaca himself wrote do we actually see what this whole exploration here meant. That was fraught with difficulty, ordeal after ordeal, and just suffering, but at the same time, he was one of the first to explore North America, which would then become the United States and a true America. Part of the American experience is, it's always been a part of us, and to this day I think it still is, this idea of experience through a clash of ideas and cultures coming together and living and existing next to one another. And this is probably one of the first examples of that in our history, which is why, again, we still read La Relación by Cabeza de Vaca. But to draw your attention, this document, this report was written to the King of Spain, and there's two sides of the same event. On one side, you have the true event that can never be described, that only can be understood in the mind of this guy here, who is Cabeza de Vaca, the true things that he lived, and of course the natives who lived that with him, who were a part of that. And then there's the other side of that experience, the part that he documents in the text itself, which is La Relación. And in it there, because he wrote it to the King of Spain, he understands he understands his audience, and he knows what to leave in and what to leave out, and how to communicate it. So, and this is one of the standards and objectives that we're going to be learning about as we read this story, is this idea that who reads our text, whatever that may be, whether it be your email, whether it be your Facebook comment, or whether it be your essay or your university dissertation, governs or basically informs what you're going to communicate and how you're going to communicate it. So this is why this is the kind of things we're going to be studying with this text. But before we move on, I'm going to give you guys a little project to do with your notes here. I want you guys to stop the video, and what I want you to do is quickly do a mini research, and I want you to Google Cabeza de Vaca. His name is Alvar Núñez Cabeza de Vaca. And I'm going to go ahead, I mean, his name is down here too, as you can see with my cursor here, but I'm also going to leave it up here. I'm going to move to the top of this where our standards and objectives are, so you can actually see his name. It's right here, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. Here we go. I'm going to highlight it in yellow or green, I guess. And I want you to Google him. Either go through Wiki or PBS. I know that there's one on PBS has a very good report on him, a documentary on him there that you can get information. I just want you to write down any notes. It doesn't have to be very detailed. It could be maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs just detailing who this guy is over here, Cabeza de Vaca. Okay, so go ahead and stop the video and do a mini research project here, and then go ahead and watch the next video.